228 rules. I'll do the rules, I'll show you the diagram, then we'll watch some video. Strong end, again, we're going to start with an over block. Remember I said he's got to be a great one-on-one blocker. Now what he has to understand here is he has to understand the numbering system. He has to understand that the 4 hole is inside of him, so he's turning out with his over block. Now the 8 hole is from his hip, outside hip, to the sideline. So now he's got to get into that same defensive end or outside linebacker, whoever it might be. He's got to get into him and try to control him to the inside. So his overblock is different. Same rule, different technique because it's getting wide outside of him now. So he's going to try to engage and turn his hips and try to seal the guy inside. The strong tackle and strong guard, once again, have the same rule. This time it's over near linebacker. Basic base concept. Nobody over me, I'm getting to the next level. Understanding that the ball is getting wide and that we want to take the outside leverage. We've got to get, if there's a linebacker over the strong tackle in a 50 front, in a split look, an even front, then he's going to try to get to that outside hip of that linebacker. He's got to try to beat him to the pursuit. So he's got to take a great step to get to that next level. The strong guard in a 50 look, the same thing. When he's uncovered, he's got to take a zone step to the play side and get to that outside hip so those linebackers don't have free pursuit to the ball. The center, quick guard, quick tackle, and swingman have the exact same rules that they did on 234. So now, not only do we have 234 right and left, we're about to have 228 right and left, and these individuals, these 4 right here, haven't learned anything new. They're doing the same thing. Balls away, I'm scooping strong, okay? So that center still has to scoop that strong side A gap. So the quick guard still has to scoop the backside A gap. The quick tackle, the backside B gap, all the way to the number 5. One thing I didn't talk about in 234, we can't sacrifice that quick side B gap for number 5, that 5 being the far side corner. We've got to scoop that gap. We've got to get under, if there's a 3 technique that's a gap penetrator and not playing the guard, we've got to cut that 3 technique off because we can't allow that 3 technique to come through. You must scoop the B gap first. Your ultimate goal is to get across and wipe out the corner. Same thing on 234. I didn't talk about it. Swingman, scoop the 6, which is the safety in pursuit. Now, everything is flowing. If we're in the right formation, everything is flowing wide, so we really have to take great angles to get out there. Tailback is doing his Tom motion. He's sprinting back to that pitch drill. He's catching the pitch and getting wide, getting to the sideline. Everything should be sucked up inside because we should have run 234, 234, 234. Now we're going to get him sucked in. Once we see him sucking in, when you get those outside backers and those safeties coming up making tackles at the line of scrimmage, now you know you got the pitch, kick it out there and go. Sprint, catch ball, get sideline. Halfback. Now instead of leading on 234, now he's going to take a first step like he's leading, and then he's got to get hips. He's got to turn his hips and run to the sideline and try to take out the widest threat. Okay? Now he's not going to let anybody cross his face. He's going to be on the run. If they come underneath him, he's going to let him go. I realize not everybody in the nation can chop when they come in from out of the tackle box. We can. We're able to do that. At least get them occupied. Get out there and engage that defensive threat, that force player, and let the tailback get wide and make a play off of it. Fullback has got to make a great fake on 234. He's going to take a fake handoff, and he's going to get in there. We're going to call it rock the baby. He's going to rock his arms back and forth. He's going to drive through there, and he's going to try to draw as much attention as possible. Make moves. I tell him to get silly, rip and twist and turn, and do whatever you got to do. Get them to bite on you because we want to get the edge on this. Quarterback is doing the exact same footwork. Remember the pitch drill, 234, same footwork. Foot, toes pointed towards the halfback. He's going to ride that fullback, but now he's not going to give it, and again, it's not an option. We've called 228. He's going to ride that fullback, take a couple steps, and he's going to zip it out there. Now, it's got to be a forceful pitch. It's got to be on a line. I don't want it looping, okay? And it's got to be out in front where that tailback can go catch it on the run. We can't catch it back here. Can't catch it over his head. He's got to catch it here every time. That's why we do the pitch drill as much as we do.